It's good afternoon for me, but Dawn, it's good morning for you.
It's
You're in
yes,
Albania at the moment.
I am in Albania. I've been here for almost 2 weeks now, and just came for like a month to check it out and be in some cooler weather, and it's been great so far. Yeah, so happy to
Oh,
be here. Thank you.
oh, it is my pleasure. So let's now start the formal. Dawn Ritter Fisher, welcome to Yellow Shelf. Thank you for joining us. Your book is out now, and I'm
Yes.
super excited because I've been trying to capture you for months. So
Oh,
finally we get to make this happen.
yes.
Your book, Let's Not Play Small. Tell us all about it.
Okay. Well, this is the book,
Yes.
and this is my travel copy, so it's pretty beat up right now. Um, but I wrote "Let's Not Play Small," and Let's Not Play Small. It's a memoir of divorce, healing, and reinvention through solo travel. So it's a memoir of like why and how I created a new life for myself as a solo female nomad. Um, After the loss of my marriage, that loss of the marriage provided the impetus for me to move into this new lifestyle of personal growth and transformation through solo travel, right? And then it eventually led me to leave the US, leave my job, leave the US, and create this lifestyle in 2018. So for the last 7 years, I've had these amazing experiences across 7 continents, sleeping on cargo ships and walking the Camino and traveling New Zealand, Australia, like, all of these things that really stretched me in ways that I could never have imagined. But really, at the core of this book is what happens when you summon the courage to do the hard thing, right? Or to do the scary thing, whatever that is to you. Like it's not solely about solo travel.
Yes.
It could be a new job, a new life, or a new, partner, or whatever that is. But when you summon that courage and what that feels like when you start to take those steps. So themes throughout the book include themes of divorce and judgment and identity and trust and friendship, like all of the themes that affect all of us, right? And make an impact on our lives.
Yeah.
So I think what makes this book so much more than just like a travel log of the places that I've been to um, is that I don't tie it all up in a neat little bow, right?
Mm.
Like I share from the beginning, like how I decided to do this and the fear of starting over and the loneliness that comes because it does. The mistakes I made, like love stories. There's some good love stories in there,
Yeah.
and I share that because it's been 7 years now, right? And I share that through like the lens of my solo travel and the beauty and the freedom, that comes with my solo travel. I also do a lot of encouraging in the book of for women, especially to like relinquish those societal expectations and demands that are often put on us, and especially like in midlife.
Yes.
Um, and, I mean, they've never served us anyway. So it's all of that, all of those themes, those nudges to all told through the lens of stories of places that I am while I'm traveling, right? So it's pretty cool. But at the end of the book um, is also a bonus section, a bonus content section that is like everything you need to know to travel solo, right? It's quite an extensive section, and it's tips and tricks and tools and resources, it's checklists, it's safety considerations, everything that you need to know to travel solo. So that part of the book just in itself is really valuable if
Yes.
women are really looking to step into some solo travel, outside of like all these other themes that I actually explore,
Yeah.
sort of the book. Um, but more than anything, I think I would say this book is an invitation for
Okay.
women, right? not an invitation to do exactly what I did. And I talk about that a lot in the book, like you do you,
Yes.
right? Because we're not all clones. You do what you're doing, but to take the time, I encourage women to take the time to figure out your own like interests and
Yes.
desires and decide you deserve them. And then, follow your heart and take those first steps, do that scary thing, because that feeling of empowerment that you get from that,
Yeah.
like it stays with you for a long time, right? And it nudges you into further um, experiences and like courage to do some other things that might feel a little scary for you. And that's like that's self growth, right? That's transformation. When people talk about transformation of solo travel, it's that.
Yes.
It's just taking those steps and having these realizations of what you want to change in your own life and how you're going to do that while you're like managing all of these other things that go along with it. So
Yeah.
that's the book.
And Dawn, what I wanted to share when I read the book was really feeling your inner transformation on your terms. Like you said, everyone's
Mhm.
story is going to be different, and
Yes.
everyone's leap to do this will be different. So that's fine. But yeah, it was just such a journey story.
Yes,
Really
it just
that inner part. It was,
uh-huh.
yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like maybe I shared too much because it is pretty raw,
Yeah.
right? And vulnerable, but it's also funny and loving. And I wrote it from such a place of um, just wanting to share the real, right, of women and the things that we experience, and like worry about with ourselves. And I just wanted it to have a way to inspire more women to like examine what they really want
Yeah.
and to go for it and to feel okay because like when you read this book you see I made lots of mistakes. I did like but really nothing, it's not, none of it's really a mistake, it's all just a part
Yeah.
of the learning and the
Yeah.
growing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, my heart is really in it to inspire more women to travel solo and or do a thing that you've been putting off for a while.
Yeah. Well, I was sharing, we have a mutual friend, don't we, Dawn? So I was sharing
Yes.
that, this book is you give to somebody, you buy for yourself, but you give it to someone who needs to consider an inner transformation. And it doesn't matter if your story is going to be their story or whatever, but yeah, there's so much good learnings in this. It's beautiful, Dawn.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's what I think was, so inspirational for me to write it as well is that, throughout my travels, like really when I decided to write the book, because I didn't set out to write the book,
Mm.
right? Like I was just going through life after my divorce, trying to figure out, like, make sense of my own life. And there was the divorce and the kids are now out of the house.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of road, empty road in front of me. And I just thought that there's a lot of women throughout my travels, like, as I was traveling, I've always kind of written about my travels since I
Yeah.
started doing that and sharing more so the vulnerable parts of it. It's not a book of go to Rome and here's are the 5 things you need
Yes.
to do. It's
Yeah.
not like that
No.
at all. It's
Yeah.
it's more about like your personal experiences.
Yeah.
Um, and throughout that time, I just was like, there's so many women that are stuck in this same,
Yeah.
kind of in this same rut where they're at a crossroads, whether it's midlife. I think it's why it resonates with so many women of all ages, is because we
Mm.
all kind of get to the point where it's like, okay, well, like, what's next? What should I be doing next? Um, so while I was figuring that out, I was just like, I need to find a way to share this best
Yes.
with women so they take that. And this happens all the time too, where
Yeah.
people read the book and then they write me and they say,
Um,
I bought one for my daughter, I bought one for my
yes.
granddaughter, I bought one for my, yeah, like, I love that so
Yeah.
that women are sharing it throughout the world. And I'm working on getting it in libraries and stuff like
Yeah.
that now too, because I don't want there to be any gates for women to read this book. Yeah,
Well,
so
that is one of the reasons I wanted to have you on Yellow Shelf because, hopefully this platform can allow the book to be shared a little wider somewhere else across the
sure.
world. Dawn, if we're curious about you as the author, as the traveler, about the book, now I know the book's available on Amazon, so that's an easy get, but you're also
Yeah.
on Facebook and Instagram. So you point us in the direction because I'll put in the show notes here for people who may want to get curious about your journey in the book.
I would
Tell
love
us.
that. And I love hearing from readers and things too. Like I spend a lot of time every day just with like messages. I just love hearing from what resonates for women, right? So on Facebook, it's I'm just under Dawn Ritter Fisher.
Yep,
And Instagram, I'm under Let's Not Play Small.
sure. Well, I'll put
Yeah.
links in the show
So
notes. To
yeah.
make it
Yeah.
easy, and some links to Amazon. Dawn, safe travels. Enjoy.
Thank you so much.
It
Thank you
has
so
been a
much for having
delight
me.
to make this interview happen and share.
Yes.
Is there going to be another book, do you think, or is that too cheeky to ask? You're a writer,
No, it's not.
so
It's not too cheeky to ask at all.
maybe.
As of right now, I'm considering it.
Okay.
Right, like it's just these last 3 years. I just published it in October,
Yes.
so right now the focus on is on really getting
Yeah.
the the marketing right and getting it out there and that
Yeah.
kind of thing. But I'm still writing, and I'm still
Yeah.
traveling, and I'm still like writing
Yes.
about the things and experiences because we're never done on
Yeah.
peeling those layers,
Of
right? So I'm
course.
still having a lot of those epiphanies.
Yeah.
Um, so maybe we'll see.
Okay.
We'll put it
Maybe
in
it's
the
good
maybe.
enough. That's good enough for
Okay.
me. Dawn, thank you so much for joining us. All the best.
Yes. Thank you so much. Bye.
Cheers.